On this episode of OffBeat, Truman Eoff. Heartbreak to an Opium Aesthetic and fantastic sound effects. Stay with us.
It's okay to just admit that. Okay, now I'm just making a fool of myself.
OffBeat! The show about getting weird with weirdos. Nerds, the best kind of human. Every week, we talk to a star, an NYU student musician who's cool as, man! Yes, that intro is scripted and will be repeated every week. Who do we have with us today?
Hello, my name is Truman Eoff.
Hi, Truman Eoff. So, would you let me know, Eoff is a very particular last name.
Yeah.
Will you get me into the weeds of the Eoff ancestry? How far back does it go? What kind of labor did your ancestors perform?
Oh gosh. Okay, so that name comes from like the apparently it means something like farmer or something. So I come from a pretty humble, probably like some German farmers, pretty much. But the name actually is from a smaller country called Liechtenstein.
I know Liechtenstein.
Yeah, something like that. That's at least what my dad told me. I don't know if he's trying to make it sound cooler than it is or something.
Seriously? He would do that?
But well, maybe I don't know. I'm just saying that could be a possibility. But yeah, it's just somewhere from there. And then honestly, I'm just straight American though.
You're an artist, so is there like a lot of art in your family?
Honestly, there's me and my dad are pretty much kind of like the art people.
Mm-hmm. Is that how you got into music, your dad?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I just love listening to music and stuff. And my dad showed me this band called Everclear, and I made like a few rock songs when I first started.
Mm-hmm.
And this was when I was like 14, 15, and they're
Mhm.
just like they're not that good. They're like the first few songs I made. And I really messed with that, and then I just stopped making music for a while. And then Charlie XCX released BRAT. I was like, "Oh my god, this is so tough." And so I started making like pop EDM stuff, I guess, and it was just so much easier because I had to plug the guitar in, start recording the guitar, whereas the electronic stuff I could just press a button and I create like a whole sound so easily.
But Brat Summer is what got you.
Oh yeah, that was I mean Von Dutch is you know Von Dutch?
No.
Oh okay, well that's like my favorite. I mean like it's okay to just admit that you're jealous of me. Von Dutch was definitely like the bass in that is like some like reverberating like whoa whoa whoa, whoa. And I just wanted to like recreate that. And same with you'll know this one, Heartbeat, Childish Gambino. There's I wanted you to know
Mm-hmm.
that I am ready to go. The beat in that, I got so obsessed with that beat. I tried to like sound engineer my own bass that sounded similar to it. And so a lot of the songs that I made have that similar bass, I guess,
Mm,
in different variations.
cool.
But that was yeah, those kind of two things, but mainly Charlie XCX and Brad. That's definitely a big inspiration for like kind of the music and stuff that I like to make.
I never listened to this kind of thing, so I'd love to know what's your fan base like. Could you describe what you would imagine a fan of yours looking like?
I never thought about that. Yeah, hopefully I don't want to sound too stupid saying this, maybe they look a little opium kind of thing, but I
A
don't know
little
if they'd
opium? What
a
does that
little
mean?
opium like dark clothes, like a big belt kind of thing, and they've got like maybe like a cross necklace or something, and some earrings and some that kind of just like you see someone on the street, you're like, that's opium.
Hmm.
So it's just like a certain aesthetic that's kind of new-ish, and I think it's kind of cool, but it is also very much like attention seeking and like, but I thought it was kind of cool. So
Do you feel like you're an attention seeker?
I think I can be. I think sometimes, yeah. I think
Me too.
everyone is to an extent, yeah. I try not to be, but I don't want to. I want to be honest. I probably am. So I'm like whatever.
Do you still break dance?
Do I still break? No, I don't. How'd you hear that? Where'd you get that?
I have to know. That's my job.
I don't. I break danced when I was like 9 to 12
Yeah.
and then I took like some like hip hop dance lessons, but no, I don't.
What was the best move you think you could do when you were a kid?
like a backflip.
You could
I
do a
don't
back.
know.
Oh, you still can do a
Yeah, I can
backflip.
still do a backflip. Yeah. But I don't think that's like breakdance. I mean, you could put it in. That's like it's like a cool party trick.
What's the best reaction you've ever gotten out of a backflip?
Oh, probably like and like on like a dance floor and like a bunch of people in a circle and you go in the middle, do a backflip. Everyone and then they just all run in and then they all like hug you and then you all like jump up and dancing again. So it's like you were just like the life of the party for like 15 seconds and it was awesome. I've also realized like and I heard this somewhere, it's like embarrassment is such an like underexplored emotion where it's like the more that everything you want is behind getting past that embarrassment. Once you get past that embarrassment, you can conquer the world. You can do whatever you want.
I heard this theory recently that I want to hear your perspective on, that when the internet was invented, the age that was the generation that adopted it at first was the millennials, and as they used it and kind of expressed themselves to all sorts of extents,
Hmm.
they made what the next generation, Gen Z, would call pretty cringe content. And we would look at the way that they were so open and vulnerable with themselves online, and we started to judge them for that.
Hmm.
And that became part of our culture, was to kind of shun anybody who was too out there or too like chalant,
Yeah, too chalant.
too vulnerable with who they are online, and creating this culture of like, that's cringe.
Yeah.
But the theory goes that recently we're seeing a shift once again. Today, creators are breaking through by being the one who doesn't care anymore about the way that they're seen and is actually shown to be like super raw and weird about everything. Artists like Tyler the Creator, or maybe even Charlie XCX, like people who are kind of leaning into the I'm all out there,
The absurdity of
look
it
at
all.
me, and not being afraid of being called cringe.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
No, I mean, I think that's awesome. I think that's what I'm trying to do, to be honest. I think there are so many more people who judge than people who create in this world, and I think that's probably always how it's going to be because it's so much easier to see a video online, be like, comment like, "This is stupid, this is dumb," than to actually make that video and post it. Do still give a crap about what people think.
Yeah, do you ever feel cringe?
Oh, I feel cringe so much. Oh my God. But it's like the more I feel cringe, the less I feel cringe on the next video. Oh, there's one I did that was like, I did like 4 or 5 videos of this where I just stand next to the fountain and like at a certain angle where it just looks like I'm peeing into the fountain. And I thought that was so funny. But it's now I realize I'm like, oh my God, my dad's seeing this. He's like, what are you doing, kid?
Is he?
Yeah, he called me the other day. He's like, "Son, what are you doing? Why are you posting these peeing videos?" I was like, "Oh God, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm just experimenting, having fun right now." So, and he was like, "You know what? As long as you're having fun,
Oh,
whatever." And so I was like, "Yeah, you know what? Whatever." I've stopped posting the peeing videos, but I thought that was probably my most cringe actually. That's some stupid stuff. Oh man.
I think we should talk about your song.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah.
Here's The Dead Don't Bleed.
You think you're hard to read. You think you're special to me. I know I say the wrong things, but you just stand there, watching me fall. You just wait till my body hits the floor. You don't love me. Watching me crawl, you dig my grave. And on top, you just stand there, watching me fall. You just wait till my body hits the floor. You don't love me. You think you're so fucking special, 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 special. You think you're hard to read. You yell and you scream when I say the wrong thing. You just stand there watching me fall. You just wait till my body hits the floor. You don't love me. Watching me crawl. You take my grave. Now die once more. You just stand there watching me fall. You just wait till my body hits the floor. You don't love me. Watching me crawl. You take my grave. Now die once more. And I'll say it again.
After listening to that song, my first question is, who hurt you, Truman?
Yeah, so I was before I transferred to NYU, I went to UC Berkeley for 2 years pretty much, and I had already applied to other colleges, so I knew I was leaving and stuff. And then I met her, and it was great. We hit it off immediately, started talking, and we started hanging out like every day. And I was like, "Oh my God," like I'm so after literally like a month, I was like, "Wow, I'm so in love with this girl." Made her my girlfriend and everything. And then after about 3 months, I was like, "Oh, I am I'm leaving. I'm going to NYU." I got into NYU and I was like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna go there." And then over the summer, we were like, "Oh, like what are we gonna do? We're gonna try long distance." And then I went and visited her for a bit. Um, and then I came back, and the day I got back, I was visiting her in France because she lives in France. And the day I got back is when she broke up with me. The day I got back, and then the next day I flew right to New York for summer classes. So I was like, "Oh man." And then like after a week, that's when she called me and got mad at me for whatever. She called me and I had just taken an edible like 30 minutes before. And so it was just hitting me when they called. And he was like, "Hey, I've my friend needs to talk to you." And I was like, okay. Okay. I was just like letting it all happen. And then they just started yelling at you, yelling at you like, "Fuck you, screw you, you're a horrible person." And I thought I was a good boyfriend and everything. I'm sure there were some things I didn't do right. And sometimes I'd say things that I didn't mean, but nothing that was like horrible, and just like everything that she was saying was so like it was just like a shock to the system. But at the same time, I was like, you know what? I'm going to a new school. I'm doing my own thing. I'm probably never gonna see her again. Like I'm already dead to you right now. So why should I be hurt by what you're saying? You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. And especially with the edible too, after they're saying everything, I'm just, huh? Uh, uh, I'm gonna go. I was just like, oh my
Is that what you
God.
said?
Yeah, that was the last thing I said. I was literally like, and then later on she sent me like an essay just saying a bunch of stuff, and I have the screenshots and everything because I texted it to my friend like, "Dude, like what do I even say to this right now?" And he was like, "Dude, go to bed, and the next day when you're sober, like figure out something to say." And that's what I did, and I said everything that I wanted to say. And I was like, and I didn't even give her a chance to be like to text me back. I just said, "I'm done. Bye." Hell yeah. I got the last laugh, that kind of thing. So, and also like maybe like a week after, I went out with my friends and I like I just woke up the next day and I was so bruised and like from falling or something, and I had a bunch of cuts all over me. I don't know what happened. But I was just thinking, I was like, man, I'm like, how like obviously I hurt myself, and I was like, you know what? This is how I'm gonna make the song because I'm bleeding right now. But what if I didn't bleed so she didn't see that I bleed? that kind of thing. Just it's some stupid, I don't know. But I was like, that was kind of like what like turned the switch for like, oh, I'll make it something about bleeding, and then I'm like, oh, the dead don't bleed, and so it just kind of all came together like that. And I just thought it was a really cool title. But definitely going to the stew this past month with my friend who's a producer helped me just get it out like so much. And I have like a few other songs like I'm writing just kind of about that. And it's funny too cuz they're all like this song is kind of like an angry song a bit. It's kind of just like letting my angry emotions float out. But then I have another song that I'm working on that I'll probably release right after this one that's like a I've been needing you, like just some like pop like happier song kind of thing. So it's like I'm sorting through the emotions, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I don't know if I hope she listens to it. I'm sure she won't, but I'm sure one of her friends will be like, "Oh my God, he posted a song. It's, I think it's, I don't know, blah, 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 whatever. I think it's about you. Ugh, I'm not going to listen to it, blah, blah, blah." I don't know. There's going to be something like that, I'm sure.
What do
But
you hope happens if she listens to it?
honestly, I don't really hope for anything. I just hope she listens. I just hope she listens to it
Why?
so she can see my perspective.
Do
I
you think
think.
it represents your perspective on things?
I don't think it represents my full perspective. I think it represents parts of it. I think it'll kind of help her see, like, oh, like, both of us, I think, were in the wrong about certain things unknowingly as well. And I think it was just she was so blinded by her perspective. And it was like, okay, like if she can see mine a little bit, maybe she can understand more and stuff. But I also just kind of want to be like, screw you too, that kind of thing. But that's a little petty, so I don't want to say that, even though I just did. But
Do
I
you
don't
feel like
know.
you're being petty in the song?
I don't think I'm being petty necessarily. I think, well, a little bit maybe. Maybe a little bit. And I
Like
think
how?
um I think I'm being a little dramatic with what I'm saying in terms of how I'm like you I'm dying, blah 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 blah, that kind of thing. So obviously I'm not dying. So I think it's a little bit exaggerated in that aspect, but I think writing that just definitely helped me a lot in terms of just flushing out my emotions. So yeah, it's a little bit, I would say it's slightly petty and dramatic, but I think for the intensity of the song, I think it works perfectly
Hmm.
for it because it's just got like this really like in your face bass and stuff. It's really like for how intense the song is, I think the lyrics work for it.
Hmm.
So yeah.
How'd you come up with the sound behind this song?
You know what a Reese bass is? It's like a I just took that kind of bass and I gave it like a thing called a tremolo. Do you know what that is? It's like a that kind of thing. And so I put that in, just saturated the hell out of it. And so it's just when you hear it, it's like it just like shit vibrates in your ears. And so that was kind of I was like, "Oh my God, this is awesome." And it literally only has like two instruments in it. Normally, instrumentals take, if I'm really feeling it, a day, 2 days, get the whole instrumentals out. Sometimes it takes like a month. And then vocals take probably, if I'm really committed to it, probably like a week. And then maybe like a week, 2 weeks of mixing and mastering and stuff. So I guess if I'm really committed to it, like 3 weeks to a month,
That's
something
pretty
like that.
fast, no?
Yeah, but it always depends on the song. This one took a lot of time, but I'm happy with the final sound. And that's my own like bass that I like sound engineered. So I'm so proud of that.
Hell yeah. When's it coming out?
It's gonna be coming out in about 2 weeks from now.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, stay tuned for Truman Eoff's
Stay
The
tuned.
Dead Don't Bleed coming out in 2 weeks from now. Do you know the date?
Yeah, October 28th.
Coming out October 28th.
Yeah, October 28th.
Thank you so much, Truman, for coming on.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
That was episode 4 of OffBeat.
OffBeat!
If you liked our show, go check out our last episode to hear a song and stories by Caroline Teller. Also, check out our Instagram and TikTok at offbeat.radio to see funny clips not even in the podcast. I'm your host, Julian Collet. The ghost of Truman Past has come back to curse you with the title of his song.
Dead Don't Bleed, all caps. All caps.
Tune in next time.